He ended up on an FBI Most Wanted poster for his alleged role in the January 6th assault on the Capitol. Well, it turns out he used to work for Donald Trump. A political appointee with a top secret clearance is now charged with beating a police officer.
One officer, screaming in pain, was crushed in a doorway. The FBI honed in on this guy in a green jacket and red MAGA hat as one of the leaders of the assault. His name is Frederico Klein, and get this, he was a political appointee in the Trump administration working at the U.S. State Department. Klein also worked on Trump's 2016 presidential campaign.
We need new subjects to the front!
Klein is believed to be the first official from the Trump administration to face charges for his role in the riot.
He asked the judge by phone from his D.C. jail cell if there was someplace else he could be detained where he didn't have cockroaches crawling everywhere.
Cockroaches. Ew. Still, I'm not so sure this alleged rioter deserves any sympathy. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for watching. A federal judge has now denied Federico Klein's request for bail and has ordered him to be held until trial. The judge said that Klein, who had a top-secret security clearance, betrayed his oath of office. The oath requires federal workers and appointees to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Judge Zia Faraqui said that on January the 6th, domestic enemies were striking, quote, directly at the heart of our democracy, and that Klein, quote, switched sides. Klein faces charges of trespassing and obstructing Congress, as well as assaulting police.
The FBI says he shoved a riot shield into an officer in an attempt to break the line and helped to organize and lead the mob forward, giving instructions and calling out for fresh people.
We need fresh people! We need fresh people!
Assaulting officers with riot shields and urging other insurrectionists to join the hand-to-hand combat? It is sickening. And yet Klein had the audacity to complain about the cleanliness, or lack of it, in his jail cell. He asked the judge, quote, I wonder if there's a place where I can stay in detention where I don't have cockroaches crawling over me while I attempt to sleep. I mean, I really haven't slept all that much, Your Honor. It would be nice if I could sleep in a place where there were not cockroaches everywhere. Oh, poor Mr. Klein. The insurrectionist doesn't like cockroaches. Well, a lot of Americans don't like insurrectionists, particularly those who beat police officers and try to overthrow our democracy. If it were up to me, I would have told Klein to get used to the bugs and vermin. However, because Klein is being held until his trial, he has now been transferred out of the Roachville detention facility and into the D.C. jail. In other words, he now has a new jail cell. However, from everything that I've read and reported on, conditions at the D.C. jail are not exactly luxurious. Maybe at the next pretrial hearing in a few weeks, Mr. Klein will give us an update on his conditions. According to the FBI criminal complaint, Federico Klein served in the U.S. Marine Corps for 8 years and spent 7 months in a tour in Iraq. His attorney said that Klein's military and government service should weigh in favor of his pretrial release. Prosecutors said Klein's service only makes his behavior more dangerous and that this was someone trusted with classified information who, quote, turned around and attacked his own government. The judge agreed, noting that Klein was literally directing people to confront the officers. Klein's family has been asked what prompted him to become so involved in the Trump insurrection. His mother said she wasn't sure, except that her son's politics have always blown a little hot. Clearly, he also gets hot because of cockroaches. Oh well.